Hello everyone, welcome to Sunday Night Live. We are actually on the free-to-play account tonight. Probably for a little while, maybe not all of it. But hello Steve, hello John Ace. I'm going to call you Get Us, hello. And you're welcome for the video. Mohammed, alright buddy. I figure it was time to give some love to the free-to-play because it's starting to get a better roster than my main. It's just how it goes. But yeah, hope everyone is doing all right tonight. Evening. Is that Swindler? I lose track. You've got so many names. Yeah, free-to-play definitely needs some loving. I just cannot believe I pulled frickin' Tection on the free-to-play. Tection and Newt in the same week. Which is basically Raid telling me, play the damn free-to-play. But there are some really annoying teams in this early game. Predator is just a... Oh, he's a nightmare. He's an actual nightmare. Yeah, practically one raid, all in 1 week. I got 2 Legos back to back. I got Newt and then... Who was it? Lugan, who was actually my second ever legendary on my main account. And then I ripped 2 Void Shards and got Tection, so I was like, no. That, we win. We win. Yes, yeah. Everything sucks in Classic Arena, lower level. I can't wait to get into Gold, because I imagine it's only going to get worse. But there are some very weird teams loitering around in Silver. Definitely some like AFK mains, I think. Right, that should be enough quests done to do. Go away. Stop selling me stuff. I will resist. Yeah, so the Valoran chase. I'm just a long way behind. I haven't played this account really at all. I can never be bothered to do advanced quests. We can try stage 5 of the Iron Twins. That's where it's got to. Ah, Mo, that's brutal. In fairness, I should definitely have been tracking Mercy on this account, but the only problem I've got with the Gestal Gaming optimizer is nothing to do with the optimizer, it's more to do with my computer. If I run OBS doing recordings or streaming as well as Raid and the optimizer, it doesn't really like it. But I have big plans to computer upgrade in the next couple of months. So hopefully that'll make life a little bit more forgiving. I am so underprepared tonight. I don't have snacks. I ain't got nothing. Okay, we can do stage 5, whatever this one is. Can we do stage 6? I actually wouldn't know because I've never ever used RSL Helper because it's never been available for Mac. So I'm not entirely sure what it used to do. Kenneth Russell, greetings. Hope you're all right. Oh, go on, little team. Take it down. Sunshine! Greetings. Whoa, that was a bit close. That's no good. Okay, maybe let's stick to stage 5 for now. And when it's upgrade time, we can try 6. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Gestal doesn't do that, and definitely not with Mercy. I tested it. It only tracks if it's open. What do we have? Do I have enough days? Maybe. The maths ain't mathsin'. Let's pointlessly upgrade a bit of gear. All of it is bad. The Juan, greetings. Right, has that got me? Right, that's that done for the day. Yeah, to be fair, I could do that team a lot better. I was just lazy. All right, Sonny. Yeah, so in theory, I can get this thing done before it ends. Yeah, reset then tomorrow. That's fine. Oh yeah, with the free-to-play, I am 100% lazy. I've been doing a lot of work on my main, though, recently. I've really been, like, kind of battening down the hatches and improving lots of teams. And copious amounts of gear cleansing. Does temporal chains stack with each champion? I don't think so. I probably don't have anyone with blessings. Let's have a look. Well, actually, yeah, I guess if you've got 2 champions on the team or more with, say, a 6-star, then it probably would double reduce their term. I actually don't know. I genuinely don't know. Maybe what would happen is it would stack quicker, but the maximum would still be what's written here. So for rank 5, you wouldn't get 30% decreased speed. You'd get 15%. You'd just get there twice as fast. That's, I assume, what would happen. I think if they stacked, you'd see a lot more of them in Arena. Yeah, this is the free-to-play, Steve. The awesome little account. I've got some really good champions on this account. I've got Seer, Deacon, Pan, Gembo, Newt. It's going very well. Black Savant, greetings. Yeah, Tection on the free-to-play is for my sins. It's awesome. I let out quite a feral little noise when that pulled. I got Ghostborn as well, which was... I guess that could be kind of interesting. Andy, hello. And Lava, hello. So, what does this account need apart from literally everything? Spider's Den. Just trying to get the Arbiter missions now. That kind of probably makes the most sense of what I should be doing. Let's do stage 12 rather than a 2-minute run. I'm doing very well, Andy. I spent most of today gardening, so I'm absolutely just aching and knackered. This is going to take a while. Yeah, same, Mohammed. I've got a lot of epics on this account because I've only pulled during 2x type events. Damn, well done, Newt. But I'm basically keeping everything so that I've got at least one copy of everything. That could be good for Tection. Sunny, I got very lucky. Very, very lucky. It was only a few days ago, maybe like within the week. Whenever, I'm sure he was on progressive chance, and I just threw him in thinking, why not? And it turned out pretty awesome. Yeah, Andy, to be fair, today here was kind of cloudy. When it was in the sun, it was very, very hot, but most of today was cloudy. Okay, no speed. Okay, one more spider. We need some energy. Tiki, greetings. SKB, greetings. No worries. I just assume, I mean, someone in chat probably would know, but I think rather than the effect doubling, I think it just stacks quicker. That would be my guess. Oh man, I am not looking forward to getting up to Spider Stage 20. I know, well, I remember that being a massive bottleneck for the main. I still need to make a clan boss team as well, because I can't even do brutal. Yeah, I have got a red shiny nose. It's like Christmas has come a little bit early. SKB, I'm actually on the free-to-play. I thought I'd give it some love, at least until the reset. Although now I'm starting to think, were there things that I needed to do on the main? So maybe till just before the reset, and then I'll double check. But right now it is Arbiter missions, which absolutely suck. Deal 1 million damage to the Demon Lord. Well, that could be worse. That could be a lot worse. But today was that kind of heat where no matter what happens, I just feel dirty. Like even after a shower, I feel filthy. I can't even remember what the requirement for this is, but we're not going to get it. 21 million. Oh, I'll be lucky if I get 3. I was kind of sneaky hoping when it was the progressive, when Tecteon was in the progressive, I think Demitha was in there as well. Kind of hoping a Demitha would pop out. Dirty Dan, damn right. It's this raid life, man. It just keeps me in my chair. Oh, Steve, that's rough. I did do some arena. I think it was yesterday on this account, and I pushed up from Silver 1 to the end of Silver 4. And I just thought, man, I forgot how long it took me to do my Great Hall on my main. Like, years. Like, probably 3 years to max it all out. Maybe even 4. And in some ways it's easier now because we've got better mechanics and blessings, but on the flip side of that, the people you're facing also have those mechanics, and now people have Predator. Now, dealing with Predator on the main is, you know, 60-40, it's going to be alright, but on the free-to-play, it's pure 50-50 and it comes down to luck. Oh, you can call me Rudolph. Interestingly, I decided if I was ever going to get into adult content, like that sort of adult content, then I would have to think of a good name. And I always wanted to call myself Rudolph. I think that would be a dominant name. Don't worry, Steve. It's not going to happen. Not until Raid falls flat on its face and then, you know, desperate times. Well, Mohammed, you say that, but it depends what the surname is. And I thought I'd go with Rudolf Steiner. In which case, I think that's pretty strong. Like, pretty strong. Embrace the German. Okay, what do we get? 6.5 million is better than I thought it would be. I will take that. Ascend a champion to level 5. That's where this is going to become really difficult. Because that just isn't going to happen. Because we just haven't ever got any of the greater potions or whatever they're called. Okay, that is going to be a huge bottleneck because it means I'm going to have to do keeps. One thing that is kind of interesting, under the somewhere, is it under referrals? Yeah, the referral program has got all of these little boosts you can do, and one of them is you only get to use them one time, and you can open all the faction crypts for a day, which I thought was cool, as well as all the potion keeps. So maybe if I hoard up a bit of silver energy, I can do all of that ascending on one day. Randy Cabbage. That's wild. It's a great name. That is actually a great name. Steve, well, I stopped playing for, I think it was about 60 days. And actually coming back to the boosts has been really good. I've done a lot of these quests, and a lot of them have pretty good rewards, especially lots of energy. A couple of them had epic books, which was really nice. But I assume once you hit the 6th milestone, then it all just kind of goes away. But it's pretty good. I bet you do. And look in the clan. Who's here? Andy hasn't been on in 11 weeks. That's actually worse than I did. Oh, wait, is Sunny the clan leader? Sunny? Yeah, she is. That's cool. See, everyone been slacking. Yeah, Steve, I think you did. But yeah, we are low level and awesome. And I mean, look at Clan Boss. No one plays except for me. It's like karma. Yeah, literally just me doing 2% of the Clan Boss. But in terms of a team, I've got an absolute stack of epics. So I probably could make a pretty decent Clan Boss team. I'm just greatly lacking in any kind of survival. But I think Geomancer, Deacon, Newt. Maybe Uugo and Senacia for the heals. But then when you've got Ezio, it kind of makes sense to use Ezio. Nice, Steve. Pedro Costa, greetings. Hope you're doing well, mate. But yeah, I forgot what it's like to have a little baby account and not being able to do the things that I want to do. Like just get a champion and ascend them. Or whatever it's called, yeah. Just, whoa, that is... I don't actually know how I'm going to go about getting 20 of those. And 15 of those. It feels a little bit like a pipe dream at the moment. But it's weird balancing all the energy out in stuff like Minotaur. I can't quite get to 15. It's weird. It's really weird. But yeah, absolutely filthy champ lineup. Maybe I should actually check out that Valorin dude. But Tecteon just pretty much carries everything. I think you got automatically made the leader, Sonny. And now we all serve you. SKB, I kind of feel like that would eventually happen if I kept playing this account. But I thought this account would be good to do YouTube videos on, but when you've got Newt and Tecteon, then it's kind of... It's not necessarily a fair representation of what Raid actually is. But we can be very brutal with the gear. And I'm basically using all of the things that I said in my previous video and just copying. Also, everyone that did watch the previous video, thank you. That's been really good. That's probably worth a keep. I appreciate that, Andy. That took me ages to work out how to come up with the filters for that video. I had a different filter in my brain, and I was like, yeah, that should definitely be tip number 2. And I applied it to my main, and it was going to delete about 900 bits of gear, so I went, nah, it can't be that tip. It will have to be another one. So I was like scrambling just before the video started to try and do something else. But I've got a lot less willpower on this account than I do on my main, because usually I get shards and I just pull them. But I am resisting. I'm resisting. Oh, Miguel, welcome. That is a couple of Greeks in the house now. Nice. Keep pushing for the Marius thing. I can't even imagine getting Marius on this account. But it's just so many missions. So many missions. I've still got to do challenges. Going through the campaign again. 5-star from stage 1 of Karok Castle. Let's do all the fun stuff while we wait for reset. Stage 1, waiting for a 5-star. Absolute misery. SKB, do you have any mythicals on your alt? Because I know you're sitting on a Crixia on your main. So stage 2 5-star, 2 3. Stage 2 and 3 5-star. Nice. Cornelia is awesome. I like that champion. Yeah. Pulling primal shards is not fun. Like, not even a little bit fun. I'm just waiting for, what are we, 27th of July? So like 4 more days, then I can do live arena again. Because I'm right at the end of that little chest that you get. But I've already hit my capacity for, what's it called? Primal Quartz for the month. So I refuse to do live arena until I actually get primal shards for doing it. 1-star Thylia is good. She's basically one of my favorite epics. In fact, speaking of epics, I have a video coming out tomorrow all about epics. Which should be good. Only 3 of them. And yes, Mohammed, I do mention Lady Annabelle. Yeah, the win streak is really good, actually. See you in a bit, Steve. Recommendations for Thylia. She's a little bit gear hungry because you kind of want her to do a lot. But I always go crit rate, speed, and accuracy. And then everything else after that can be attack and crit damage. Mohammed, there will be a Lady Annabelle video tomorrow. Anna Boobs. Sorry, Lady Anna Boobs. These quests suck. We have to get the 5-star not accessory artifact. But yeah, with Phylia, her A2, is it the single hit A2 that fully depletes turn meter? Definitely worth getting accuracy just for that. Now I've got to Google Christina Hendricks. Oh, it's her. Thank you. Right, let's just double check I didn't actually get the quest. I didn't. Good. All right, let's get that sorted. Okay, cool. Still haven't got the 5-star randomness that it makes you do for this quest, which makes no sense whatsoever. Nada. This reminds me of when we did the crazy stream on Pedro's account, and I spent an hour running through campaign for him. Probably the one part of the game he needs to do the least, but it just has to be done. Yes, Andy, I think that would be a good idea. Once we get back to Thursday night streams, I'm definitely got something like that in mind. It's not going to be this coming week because I think Thursday is basically a heat wave again. But we will get back to it. I liked it when we went through Mohammed's account. That was good fun. Oh, the red dot. See, SKB, you probably have realized I've got lots of red dots on the free-to-play. And it boils my piss. I cannot stand it. Yeah, so we've actually had some pretty gnarly heat recently. It's not like desert temperature heat, but in England, when we get heat, there's just no air. There's no wind, no air. And even when there is wind, it's just hot air. So we have actually had some pretty rough hot weather. I think it's been... I should know this because I was reading it today. I think it's been 60 days since we had any proper rain. So everything's just arid and dry and miserable. Oh, do we get to put a little apple in Andy's mouth and put him on the fire? But yes, there is no chance of getting air conditioning because everyone completely shit the bed and tried to get air conditioning. I rang multiple companies up and they all said call back in like 4 to 8 weeks. And because my room that I'm in now is an outside room, it gets like, I don't know, 13 hours of sunshine every day. And it gets hot in here. Whatever the temperature is outside, it's usually about 10 degrees hotter inside here. And my little computer just doesn't like it. Yeah, Black Savant, that's our normal summer. Like, normally we don't really have much of a summer at all, or we get it in like late August, September kind of time. But this year, we've had it bad. Yeah, lava, it makes sense. Collecting the red dots, that's basically saving. It just gives me like PTSD from my main account where one day I went, right, we're going to get rid of the red dots. And I went through the entire champion collection and clicked every single one of them. Have we still not got this artifact? Oh, come on, man. I am on the right stage. Good. What a waste of energy. 252 for Cornelia is good. No comment, Mohammed. Although, fucking hell, everyone's got such a nice tan except for me. But I guess those people actually go out in the sun and embrace it. Whereas me, I hide from it. Every day. Also, I find sunbathing, I just don't get it. I can't do it. It makes me angry, tired, hot. I get really stressed out when I sunbathe. Where is the 5-star artifact? This is worse than Curse City. Yeah, absolutely agree. Man's greatest friend. When it's a wave, I do not understand why Tholin uses his single target skill. It is so dumb. Also, we've just burned like 300 energy on stage 3 of the campaign. Yeah, like that. Absolutely useless, Tholin. Oh, best blessing for Cornelia. That's difficult. I would say there's the artifact. 1, 2, 3. Good. I would say it very much depends on the rest of your team. So rather than saying there is a best blessing for her, I think mix it up a little bit on your team. As long as you've got like a cruelty champion, as long as you've got commanding presence, Nature's Wrath for your damage dealers are probably going to be good. I don't know, I'd probably go something like Commanding Presence or Cruelty, just to help the rest of the team rather than just herself. Okay, so equip 3 champions with any 3 2-piece... Why do they word stuff like this? 2-piece artifact sets that are 5 or 6 star. 3 champions with 3 2-piece sets. So let's find a naked champion. That's 1 set. I remember having to do this before free gear removal, and it was bad. So we want a chest and boots that are 5 star. That will do. What do you mean it didn't count? Do I have to level them up? Now, wait a minute. 3 champions with any... Oh, they've got to be 2-piece sets. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. That was a waste of everything. So let's move that and move that. So 2-piece sets that are 5-star. Do I have a speed chest? So if we go speed on the chest, remove the weapon. It's these quests that just make the beginning of Raid not fun. There we go. 4 champions now. Now, how does that make sense? How did I just... How did I just get the quest for 3 champions with any 3 2-piece sets that are 5 or 6-star, but now I've got to do 4, it's only saying that I've got 2? Get bent, man. The quests in this game are weird. Okay, we're not getting a magic champion to 6. We could go for gold in the arena. Yeah, we're so close. I don't want to fight Pelops because I'm too scared. Yeah, the quests are so outdated. That's something I would like them to improve, because they are always out to make the new player experience better. All the catch-up mechanics, the resource availability, all very good. But the original quest or challenge lines are so bad. Also, they encourage habits that you wouldn't ever do in the game. Like how in the Great Hall, it tells you to upgrade attack, which is probably the one stat you don't want to upgrade in the Great Hall. Yeah, SKB, I think that would just about put me off. I think the only reason I would ever do a new account is for some sort of challenge. Gold 1! Yeah, man. Win 10 arena battles in a row in Gold 1. Laughs in Tection. Yeah, that's rough, Mohammed. Obviously, it is worth doing eventually, and it's kind of got to be done. But it takes a long, long time. I'm pretty sure it took me 3 or 4 years to max out my Great Hall on my main. Oh. What we got? We've got 30 minutes to reset. Oh, this guy's got an Arbiter. How? Exactly, Andy. Like, why would I level Kale? Ezio can be pretty nasty to go up against in the arena sometimes. If he gets his skill off and just wipes the team, it is bad news bears. Like now, he could easily wipe my team now. Oh dear. Yep. Damn. He is nasty. I think if there's one sort of pain point that I feel on the free-to-play, it's legendary books. Because obviously I've got Tection on my main, so I know what he's capable of. And it's a lot less without the books. Mainly cooldowns, because you don't have the speed that you would have on the big account. There's definitely a few little gripe points. My sexy little Great Hall. Yeah, that was really close, but I got absolutely Ezio slapped, which is kind of normal. It's either Predator or Ezio. Sometimes Pelops, he's a little bit nasty. And I am nowhere near getting an upgrade. That's embarrassing. I didn't survive 20 turns against the Demon Lord, so let's just do a lower difficulty. Mihai, welcome, buddy. I am rocking some free-to-play goodness. But yeah, it's going good. Although my body aches. I've been gardening today. Do I actually have a team that can survive 20 turns? No, no pizza oven yet. One day. But sometimes I have to wonder, and you start to weigh it up, how much it would cost me to build a pizza oven versus how much it would cost me to just ring like a takeaway pizza company. It's a legitimate conundrum that I'm facing. Oh, Danby, I didn't know you gardened. Daryl, welcome, buddy. I like this. Yeah, raid farming counts as gardening. Nice, Andy. Are you going to serenade me? You better serenade me. It's like the whole reason I started YouTube. Yeah, SKB, that kind of makes sense. Just get the little ones to do it. Give them some sweets or something and just say, off you go, dig holes. We'll get Sunny to sing. I reckon she can sing. Like some sort of scary Greek folk music. Yeah, doesn't he just? It's absolutely wild. Like, he is a hardcore raid player. And to be fair, Daryl, we haven't not said about putting the toddlers in the pizza oven. Like, anything is possible. Get in the van, yeah. We have sweets and puppies. So it does look like we're not going to survive 20 turns against the Demon Lord. Oh, what is this? Absolute amateur hour on my count. This is not what we are used to. Oh. So turn 17 sucks. No, don't worry, SKB. The toddlers will already be in the fire by that point. Go on, 20 turns. 20 turns. Go on. Does it count if we die? Okay, we made 20 turns. That's good. Okay, that we could have had a worse score. Still haven't made the 1 key on hard. That's just pain and more pain. Let's burn the... Ah, tell me... Okay, that might have something to do with it. One of my champions isn't even built. Oh, we've got a spider. I'm not just hallucinating sitting here doing this. Not yet. So we'll burn the 14 energy. We'll go back over to the main. Ah, we get a little badge. No, seriously though, the free-to-play is amateur hour. I forgot how good I've got it on the main. It's humbling. But this like 5-turn cooldown for Newt's max HP hit is not good. Yeah, do it, Daryl. Do it. I'm not going to ban you. You'd have to say something like really bad to get banned. Plus, if I laughed at it, it wouldn't be fair if I banned you. Right, so let's jump over to the proper account. I actually don't know what that's done for the stream, but... we'll see. To be fair, yeah. Like, it would have to be so bad. But if it was that bad, I'd probably find it funny. To be honest, Beef, probably a really long time. I think it's very champion specific. Like, very specific. Because you could pull, like, a team that's very capable, but then you've got to find the gear for it, the speed tune. I reckon easily a couple of months. Paul Fab, greetings. Right, so we've done dailies. I'll tell you what I haven't done is, like, anything in Grim Forest. So let's push. Swear Marius makes Grim Forest a joke. No, not on the free-to-play, I can't. I don't think I'm actually a level high enough to get to it yet. Oh, hello. Watch that roll triple flat HP. I'm not even going to give you guys the pleasure, because we all know how it goes. Paul, mainly for my American. Apparently most of my audience is American. Yeah, I think, Beef, I think you have to get to level 55 to unlock Grim Forest. And then there would be having, is it 20 champions built? It wouldn't be easy. Is there anything good? Yeah, let's go with him. Croatia, nice. Exactly, beef. They love it. Ah, so we got 2 Romanians, 2 Greeks. Definitely some Americans. We've got Welsh, technically 2 Welsh people. And we've got Steve. I'm pretty sure Mohammed's not African. I'm like 99% sure. But that's okay. We'll let him do it. He's trans-African. Yeah, definitely got some Americans in. Born in Tanzania. Wow. Damn. Trying to think where I've been in. I've been to South Africa. I went to Swaziland. And it was freaking hot. Freaking hot. I am going all over the place now. Trinidad, nice. I've not been to Trinidad. I had a lot of friends at school from Trinidad. Yeah, beef, basically the same as here. So true. It's so true. I know where this one's going. Well, we got 17 minutes. That should be enough time. Phoenix, nice. Oh, Phoenix, I love you. You can be my friend. A little bit, yeah. I have used her a couple of times. I could do with a better blessing. But yeah, she absolutely slams. If she gets a chance, it's amazing. Yeah, my Phoenix is disgusting. SKB is going to have a go now. But it is with the all the bonuses that you get from Grim Forest. But yeah, Phoenix is arguably probably in my second best gear on my account for damage. Because he just hits right, man. Arguably my favorite damage dealer in the whole game. Second only to Toshiro, I think. SKB, is it me? Yeah, the blessing makes a ton of difference pretty much for any epic champion. But I think mine's... he's +4 6-star. With the Faction Guardians maxed out, the Great Hall and all of that sort of stuff. So he is pretty horrific. Yeah, Deacon and Phoenix are definitely top boys. I've never been totally Team Whisper. I think she's really, really good. In fact, she's crazy. But I've just never got out of her what I would like. She is incredibly good, Andy. Whisper is absolutely nuts. But I think she just requires a little bit more setup than some of the others. Let's just do that. I appreciate that, SKB. Yep, actually, my Whisper on this account is not built. I've got a +4 6-star, but I think I used her one time for that stream where we did the Clan Boss Coalition. I think it was something like that. Ah, Phoenix never even got a turn. I didn't know you had Maria beef. I'm proper gunning for Maria. Next time there's a fusion worth skipping, which in hindsight would have been Hagiba, but I'm definitely going to get myself Maria because I've got all of the tier 1 fusions. Oh, no Phoenix. No Phoenix. No Phoenix. Crimes. Actual crimes. Yeah, 11 hit combo. I remember that. That was nuts. In fact, that was actually a very annoying stream. Because we were like this close. And you only find out that it's going to fail after 15 minutes of trying. Absolutely ruthless. Got her a 5-star. Banging. Paul Fab. I would love that. I would absolutely love that. Believe it or not, I am still waiting to this day to hear back from Plarium about my promo code that I spent like days working out. But nothing happens with any haste at Plarium, which kind of sucks. Yeah, Relentless and Impulse, very good. Yeah, so Deacon's actually just a big no-no. They don't like to give Deacon away as a promo link. There is a promo link out there that does have Deacon in it, but there's no new promo links with Deacon. Which is a real shame. Chief, I don't think it was the Whisper run that eventually got us over the line. I think it was... I mean, it was close, but I can't remember. Even though it wasn't that long ago, it feels like a very, very long time ago. Okay, so that's Grim Forest done. I bet I haven't done Curse City. Nope. Yeah, so there used to be Deacon codes. I can't think of the creator that does have Deacon. I researched it when I was putting my code together, so I probably got it written down on a note somewhere. Can't think who it is. I mean, I would love to have Deacon and Phoenix in a code, but I know that Plarium would very politely tell me to not. It might have been, Chief. It could have been. because, yeah, actually it might have, didn't we put her in like, can't remember, we tried Perched Shadow and Cat's Gaze on her. Either way, she smacks. Like, totally smacks. Pred code. I like the Predator thing. I thought that that ended up being quite funny. Arguably one of the most annoying champions in the game. And when they released him, didn't they buff him? Now, one thing we've got to make sure that we do. Yeah, Relentless. Yeah, I think that might have been it. Yes, it probably might have been Paul. I remember there being a bit of a drama over it because everyone was pissed off that he cost money and he wasn't very good. There's definitely a little bit of a power of the mob in Raid. They've caved a few times now to things that perhaps if I owned Raid, I wouldn't have caved. Oh, that nearly killed Thor. I didn't even see that. Right, the only important thing is... Oh, we have to beat second. That's the only thing that matters. Everything else is irrelevant as long as we stomp second. So, Mohammed, I was thinking about this today, actually. I wonder what will come next where you're going to start to see Argonites appear in rotations of things. Because they're not in Grim Forest, they're not in Cursed City. I do wonder if at some point they probably should revamp the Doom Tower. I know it's just the same thing over and over again. But... like how they did with hard mode dungeons, they introduced new mechanics into the same bosses. They did the same with Faction Wars. I think it would be really interesting to see them kind of key up the Doom Tower bosses. Because you can imagine like Dark Fae on steroids being like way more nasty than she is now. I know I've got that Fire Knight stage, but am I missing something else? Okay. I think for this I have to build Rhonda, who never gets used for literally anything on my account. The poor girl. Or going up against Tecteon, it might be a case of be careful what you wish for. Luckily, Tecteon is incredibly weak to certain mechanics. Like buff strip is goodnight Tecteon. But if he's got Mercurial on, it ain't gonna work. Okay, so that's Rhonda. We can get rid of... get rid of Mikey. Okay, we'll let the boss hit us. Andy, have you tried the Gestal optimizer, or is it down to being on mobile? Yeah, Death Dealer's really good against Tection. I got locked out by a Fabian the other day in Death Dealer, and it really, really confused me. That's the 4-hitter. So Rhonda can do Rhonda stuff. Probably should have bought heal reduction. Let's bring speed, decrease speed. That did nothing. Resisted? Resisted? What even are you playing at? No. SKB, because Tection has Poison Cloud on him, it would count as a weak hit. So it doesn't really do anything to him. I think Crixia can lock him out. No? Can she? I can't remember. Alright, that's better. We got some debuffs on him. Can we actually do any damage? Yumeko, that's it. Yeah, the one she doesn't actually hit with her skills. She just straight up locks out. But yeah, there's definitely a couple of champions that you don't want to face if you're using Tection. What's her name? Hilvi can be annoying. Hilvi can remove the Poison Cloud, I think. SKB, it might be because you're hitting him when the Poison Cloud has gone. Good, we beat second. That's literally the only thing that matters ever. Did we do it on hard as well? Yeah, what Biggie Small said. And Chief, yeah, if I had a second Death Dealer, I genuinely think I would put it on Fabian. Yeah, we beat second. Oh, nice, Beef. You got 101 done. Yeah, Galathir can be really nasty. If you let Galathir switch forms, which he's probably going to do if you're using Tection. But yeah, Galathir can remove. And then put up... Is it block buffs? I don't have a Galathir, so I'm not sure, but... I think he also puts up block buffs, which makes life a pain in the dick. Because then you can't get the Poison Cloud back. Not... I know a lot of people say Tection is like absolutely perfect, but I'll tell you who's really annoying against Tection is actually Carnage. His A2 skill in the base form, he can steal the Poison Cloud. So he nicks it off you and then you can't get it back. Nice, Beef, as first clear. Did you get anything funky from the chest? Yeah, Pelops is pretty annoying. Like, freaking annoying. Yeah, Furious Boss, it's been a little while. I took a little bit of a break for, I bet it was about 4 weeks, wasn't it? 3 or 4 weeks. But we are back now. That's brutal beef. Okay, so we've done arena, champion chase. I didn't really play ball this time. I think Crixie is really awesome, but she's quite stat hungry to build. I tried to do a Crixia build on a takeover that I did this week, and they just didn't have the gear, and it was a pretty late game account. We just couldn't get it in such a way that she was viable. Let's just buy that, get the quest. Yeah, it wasn't an intentional break. I just got really ill because apparently that's just what happens, but we have come back strong. That's the way anyway. Yeah, that's pretty much it, Andy. It's not a friendly build. Crap loads of speed, crap loads of resistance, 9-piece Mercurial, and everything else that you have to bring with it. Exactly, Tiki. And those stats are no joke. Like, no joke at all. Yeah, much better now. I'm not really one to get ill very often, but when I do, I tend to get some evil bastard flu, and it just puts me on my ass for a couple of weeks. But that is probably because I have the immune system of a princess. Artifact accessory. Is there an accessory one in here? Nope, but we can craft a relic. That's always good. Yep. Go on, pop out a mythical because it would just be the best stream ever. Nope. I don't know about that, Paulfab. Pedro, I do sometimes, but I'm still working through my list of paid ones. But yeah, sometimes I do free takeovers for a bit of content. I will probably start a monthly Discord, like, little competition thing for a free takeover. Yeah, no, the flu is evil. When it gets you, it absolutely slaps you. Okay. That is wild. I just got... What time is it? 1:05 in the morning, and my uncle just texted me with a joke. So, I will tell you the joke. It's not very good. Let's make sure I get it right. What is blue and not very heavy? Light blue. Bad. You text me at 1 AM to tell me that. bad joke. Mohammed, that's probably true, man. Yeah, that's a proper 1 a.m. dad joke from my uncle, and I approve. Also, I remember when I was at school and we used to have assemblies. Like, I'm pretty sure that doesn't happen in schools anymore. But one day we got this like nerd in to talk to us, and he told us all about this thing to do with your brain, which is why it makes it hard to remember jokes. Now, naturally, I've forgotten exactly why it's hard to remember jokes, but I remember it being quite interesting at the time, and I feel like I've just fallen prey to it. As for SKB, I'm still waiting to do your takeover, but you're like, no, I don't want to be on stream. I've got red dots because I've got freaking raid aids. Got to keep those red dots down, man. Also, I'm coining raid aids. That's now a thing. I'm not going to say it, Mohammed. I'm not going to say it. I'm not doing it. I swear it's one of the reasons I don't like going on my free-to-play. And whenever I do a takeover, I don't clear the red dots. And that absolutely messes with my brain. That's exactly right, Paul Fab. That's how we do. To be, yeah, it's not just the British. We come from like, wrong skill. We are like polite society, aren't we? Or something. We're not. I did lose SKP. I lost it, like, massively. I'm too weak to resist red dots, man. It's not what I was put on this earth to do. Where is the third freaking crown? I just want to take on the boss and be done with Grim Forest. Two of three, so it's either there or up there. Or in there. What we got? We got 18 things, so we can work it out. Okay. Nah, man. I'm willing to do a takeover for you, but I'm not doing accessories. I hate clearing accessories. Yeah, you're damn right it is, Andy. I should set it higher just to put people off. Right, are there any shadowy areas that I've missed, or is it over that side? Not there. I think I would like clearing accessories a lot more if in the gear filter you could actually select the set. Little upgrade. However, I don't know if this is spoilers. I know that Gestal Gaming are working on some interaction with the optimizer and gear. I won't say much more because I don't actually know a lot more, but it's they're definitely working on the interaction. I think the concern at the moment is whether it's considered like legal by Plarium. Because obviously they're just getting started. They don't want to mess up in that regard. I agree, Lava. That would just be so much better. Let's go... Probably don't need the speed. We'll go attack. Alright, where is this absolute cretin of a boss? Rhea group. Let's have a look. I don't think I've done anything to... I didn't even know there was one on. I must admit, out of all of the event dungeons, this has been like the least appealing for me. Good man, Andy. I bet I've got 0 points. Because I just see this event, like the tournament, as just pure bait. Like, there's no reason to spend as much energy as it would cost to reach that top milestone, especially not for 75 epic materials. Yeah, I've got 0 points. Ah, the champ chase. Oh, that one. That one. Oh, I'm not doing very well in that. Let's see. Last time I checked, I think someone was on 12k? Is it 8k or 12k? Very soon after the tournament started. Way more space for item... yeah. Yeah, Chief, I kind of do. Wow, 22.2k. I mean, this guy's clearly getting rare. There's definitely a few little features I'd like them to bring in, and I think if they brought them in, we wouldn't have as many, like, overflow issues. Like, one, all they've got to do in accessories is put something over here, because they've proved that they can put new things over here. Just bang a new little priority, and it just has the variable sets. That would be really good. And... in relics, they need to make a auto upgrade, because doing them one by one, it's just a fun sponge. It just takes so much time, so much time. I spent about 2 hours doing it recently and feel like I gained nothing. I don't think we need more artifact storage, because 2000 is plenty. Even me sitting at 1500, I guarantee 600 of that is crap. But accessory storage, they've either got to sort out how they handle accessories, or they've got to give us more storage. Yeah, 22k is disgusting for that. Yeah, Paul, that's the problem. And same with Lava. It's just... all they've got to do is copy what they do in the tavern with... is it? Yeah, instant rank up. If they did something like this and they put good filters in, then I think it could be good. Especially, I like in the filters with this how you can set chickens as a priority. So if they did that with whatever those little basalt, is it basalt? Whatever the crap you use to upgrade is. These things. Basalt. That would be such a nice little upgrade that would cost them nothing to do. And would be such a win. Major levels of win. Or the idea that I came up with a little while back, which I doubt they'd ever do, is to make it so that accessories are not part of variable sets, and that all accessories are standard, but you use a token on them to determine what set they go into. So every week, let's say when you get your Hydra rewards, rather than getting specific set accessories, you would get little special tokens. So you'd get stone skin tokens, protection tokens, and then you could determine what gets what. And let's say you can only do it once. So if you want to make something mercurial, you don't get a second chance. You use the token, you get mercurial, and that is that. Or maybe you get one upgrade with like a chaos ore style system, and Plarium can sell the tokens. It's win-win for Plarium, but they don't seem to want to play that game. Because the main problem with accessories is they come under maybe one day. So I am hoarding... I'm not even hoarding that much when you think about it. 4 rings for a faction is not bad. Okay, 8 amulets, maybe that's bad. But when I scroll through, it's not like I've got a massive abundance of one particular thing. Probably Mercurial I could be guilty for, but it's new. But I don't know, it's going through it, and then you go through it and you think, okay, well, I don't need a defense stone skin amulet now, but I might when I pull another champion. It's tricky. I wish they would do something about it. Accessory crafting, yeah. Maybe like time limited. Maybe there could be certain events that go on in the forge, and they could have a little bonus that pops up like for 2 days or something. And again, that would make people actually farm Classic Arena for Magisteel again. I think in doing that, craftable accessories, they could make other parts of the game relevant again. That's what I would like to see anyway. Exactly, Andy. The RNG on it is not kind. And weirdly, I don't mind artifact cleansing. I don't really mind that so much, but accessories just... it's not fun. It's a waste of time. Yeah, Chief, I like that. I really like that. A mercy system on crafts. That would be so handy when it comes to a full rotation of Dark Fae farming. Because last rotation I crafted it all. I actually did it for a video, so I've got it recorded somewhere. But all I got were a bunch of like epics, flat stat legendaries, and just crap. And it was like 133 crafts. Using all of the mythical token things. I don't think I got a single mythical. Yeah, that would as well. See, little quality of life things. It doesn't take much. But you'd gain so much from it. Because the biggest resource in Raid in 2026 is time. Like, forget about relic crafting, forget about primal shards. Time is the ultimate resource. Yeah, mercy for relics. Oh, that'd be so good. But mercy for any kind of crafting. SKB, I probably will end up doing it one day, won't I? Because you'll just twist my arm enough and I'll feel guilty for not doing it. But a bit like with the video that I released, what was it, yesterday or the day before, my little 5 filter tips in artifacts, I am going to do an accessory version, but again, everything I could say, I would have to follow up with a but. There's going to be exceptions to the rule. But I feel like I'm pretty strict with my accessories, and I'm still nearly at cap. It's just weird. But there probably are some rules. Like, on a ring, is there any point in keeping it if it doesn't have 3% stats? But then someone could come in and go, yeah, well, but what about Mercurial? And they would be right. I think with this, I've already done that, and I'm still sucking for space. There you go, let's delete one. That's like my fix for the night. I definitely feel the relic mercy, though, because grinding 3 weeks of live arena just to get a fucking aspect of Siroth, or the cunty harp, or whatever it's called. That fucker. And the Axe Serpentis, that can do one. Yeah, it's not fun. In fact, I think I was chatting, I don't know if it was in my main Discord or one of my little Discord groups I'm in. I wouldn't even be mad. Yeah, Wand can go in that category. I wouldn't be mad if they dumped a load of legendary standard relics. Like, just chucked, let's say, 3 or 4 more. Even if they're crap, it would make me feel less, like, frustrated when you inevitably pull one of those two. Because let's face it, like, you're not going to get a mythical every time, and that's fine. Like, mythicals are supposed to be exclusive. I'm not even saying up the drop chance for mythicals. It's just give us more variety than an aspect and a wand. Plus the harp and the axe. Like, you're going to do 3 weeks of arena grinding. You're going to get one of the 4 main relics. And really only one of them is good until you've already got 3 of them. And then it's just no good anymore. Paul, they do come back. They do come back. And yes, Savant, exactly why this is in Live Arena, I don't know. I really don't know. Aspect of chicken. It's just food, isn't it? Aspect of food. But if they chucked, let's say, 2 more standard legendary relics, I don't even care if they're good or not. Then it would take the sting off of inevitably pulling one when you do the arena stuff. Yeah. Or that's the other thing, remove the chance of pulling the group chance. That's the word I was thinking of, group chances. If you're going, I haven't got anything I can demonstrate with, but if you're going, let's say, 4 from one group, then don't make it 50-50, make it 75-25. I would be willing to compromise on that. Sure, it would mean that I'm going to get more of the, I keep clicking that, more of the axe and the harp, but at least I would feel like I was traveling in the right direction. But yeah, getting standards is kind of buns. Or swap wand with axe, because then at least it would make more sense. I'm just pissy that I haven't got a heart. That's kind of where I'm getting my rage from with this. So that, Daryl, that brings us back to a debate I think we once had on stream about a mercy counter for shards. Would it encourage people to spend more, or would it encourage people to spend less? And I think we found a kind of compromise that it would kind of do both. More hearts. Lucky bugger. Mortal Kombat collab seems to be a conversation we have quite a lot as well. I don't think it's impossible. I've probably been talked around to it a lot more. I kind of like the sound of it at this point. Wait, I'm running Mavara? Is that right? Not in that gear set, we're not. Oh. Delete the preset, make a new one, and then put protection on. Oh, Mavara, you are... Yes. Oh, Toby, I would love one, please. Thank you very much. Wait a minute. Why is the preset not right? That explains the score. Okay, that's weird. Exactly, Vibe Slime. She is just... yes. I never knew I had such a thing for the color purple. Speaking of which, I haven't even got me bloody lights on. I'm slacking for tonight's stream, guys. I apologize. There we go. Purple for Mavara. I think the more we've talked about it, the more I think Mortal Kombat collab would be, like, incredible. Although, me, not a fan of the Ninja Turtles, I loved the Raid Turtle collab. Because what you got at the end of it was just the ultimate team. And actually, there's also like a little purist part of me as well, where I do like the collabs, but it does feel very disjointed from what Raid is all about, to start throwing like the Xenomorph from Alien in there, and Donatello and Raphael. I do quite like it when they stick with the theme, so I get why they do collabs, because it's probably a fantastic earner for them. But sometimes I feel like it breaks the continuity of the fantasy element of Raid. And it kind of gives me Fortnite vibes. That's probably the only downside I have. Kind of makes Raid a bit gimmicky. And if there is one thing I would describe Raid as, it's probably not gimmicky. Why are we having such a hard time with the true fears? Yeah, agree, Savant. Yeah, Lava, I totally agree. Especially for those sort of time-sensitive sort of, not events, what would you call them? Like, I don't know what you'd call them. But yeah, you should have the maximum chance of getting stuff from that event while the event is active, rather than having to spread it across the kind of standard stuff as well, which you can just get any other times. It kind of makes you think, why play? Yeah, don't go Fortnite. I don't want to see like Wolverine bouncing around and stuff like that. But then I am a massive hypocrite because there are certain collabs I would love to see in the game. But as long as they fit in with the theme of the game, this is why I really like, now we've got Argonauts, I would love to see God of War. Because I feel like that could really fit in. You've got Barbarians, Argonauts, even could fit in with some of the undead stuff as well. Monster Hunter did fit, actually, yeah, and He-Man. Kratos would make a ton of sense. A lot of the Greek gods would make sense. Wizard of Oz. That could be kind of fun. Dorothy. Such a non-intimidating champion name. Exactly. Just charge 40 quid for it and make them ridiculously OP, piss the player base off, and then lure them back in with little shinies. You've kind of got to hand it to Plarium, really. I take my hat off to Plarium. They've got us wrapped around their finger. They know it. We know it. I just wish I'd thought of it first. Yeah, Tin Man Bannerlords. The Lion, obviously Skinwalkers. Scarecrow can be undead hordes. Toto can be a little dwarf. Let's go dwarf. They can make Dorothy a little high elf. Scarecrow Sylvan. Actually, yeah, I didn't think of that. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, me too, Chief. I still haven't ruled it out, though. I'm just glad that Raid hasn't collabed with the Odyssey. Imagine Ellen Page in the Arcanines. Or Elliot, whatever it's fucking called. Andy, they're just copy Madame Ceres. Oh, I don't think Raid could afford to collab with Harry Potter. And also imagine the hate Raid would get. Suddenly Raid would become a right-wing neo-fascist game, apparently, for siding with Harry Potter. My Little Pony, Narnia. Care Bears, Teletubby, My Little Pony. That is very true, Chief. Yeah, I would as well. I'd put money on that. 100% I would put money on that. Yeah, no Pokemon. I think we can all collectively agree that we don't want Pokemon in the game. Plus, if they did a Pokemon collab, then my video I released the other day would become completely irrelevant. I'd probably genuinely take it down as well. The Witcher, that could work. Yeah, Nintendo wouldn't have it. I mean, when you really think about it, Mortal Kombat makes a lot of sense. Like, a lot of sense. I think God of War, Mortal Kombat, or I think they could have gone a little bit harder with Wukong, because the Black Myth Wukong game had some very cool sort of enemies and stuff in it. Like, hands down to the art department for that game. Wacky racers. Yeah. I think they should just troll everyone and do like Thunderbirds. Yeah, you'd have to have a pigeon. Or the pigeon could be a relic. Yu-Gi-Oh! Collab. Thundercats, damn. Speaking of these things, I noticed if anyone's got Amazon Prime, they've just put Masters of the Universe up on Amazon Prime. And I can't bring myself to watch it yet. Addams Family. This little buff sucks. Whatever that is called. Serpent's Will. Hate it. Is it that bad? It looks bad. It looks really bad. So I don't watch many films anymore, but the other day or whenever it was where I was ill, I got super hooked on a TV series because I actually did like the movies. So it turns out they've done TV series of the horror movie Wolf Creek, and I really like the story that inspired Wolf Creek. Out of all of like the kind of gore porn style movies, Wolf Creek was the only one that I thought was actually any good. And the TV adaptation was actually not bad. Mainly because it does have the guy from the movies in it. And that is a scary dude. Like a genuinely terrifying guy. GeForce, I'm doing very well, thank you, mate. Yeah, Vibe, wouldn't that be good if someone was just taking notes, thinking, wait a minute, this guy's got good ideas. But I think I already accepted that Plarium don't take any notice of me, and that's fine. I don't take much notice of them either. Mohammed, no, that's one of the Skarsgård's brothers, isn't it? The guy that plays the lead guy in Wolf Creek is an Australian actor called John Jarrett, and he is fucking scary. That's exactly what we're doing, GeForce. In fact, most of my streams always end up in the same place. We either talk about the next collab or we start comparing which raid champs have the biggest hits. But, you know, we can always do both. I reckon I'd be okay if they just didn't do Marvel or DC. Oh yeah, Disney Star Wars. Don't. That's not good. Yeah, Savant, that's pretty much where I draw the line on that. Best stay away from the superheroes. I just think it would look so cringe to have like Wolverine charging in. And yeah, to be fair, sci-fi doesn't really work. Not in a fantasy game. Sci-fi and fantasy are generally separated. Yeah, you've already got Strike Force. Oh, yeah, cringe. Wolverine would be the login champion. He so would. But yeah, Chief, I mean, it's a good point. I feel like I didn't like the Turtles when they first released because of how they looked, and it felt like a continuity break from the game. But I really like what they brought to the game. I think they're 4 amazing champions. Ariel, not Ariel, that was the mermaid. The yellow chick, April. Boring. Completely boring. Yeah, I would prefer they kept it fantasy. Like, I am a massive fan of Alien and Predator stuff, and even I would say it does feel a little bit weird to have them in the game. Yep, Lava, I completely agree. Oh yeah, I forgot there was Shredder as well. Is Shredder a mythical, or was he a Void legendary? I think he's a Void. Void Lego. Well, that's going to be the next thing, isn't it? Is they're going to bring out a Void mythical. And did I see... I know I was ill at the time, but did I see that they were going to introduce faction guardians for mythicals? Oh, that was not a good cleanse. That was bad timing on a cleanse. Ah, poison cloud all round. That sucks. Next year. Okay. I guess there's still stuff to come first. I mean, we need the Argonites faction wars, which I'm really not looking forward to. Although the Argonites faction is incredibly powerful. So it might be easier in faction wars than some of the legacy ones. But I bet a lot of people are pissed off that they empowered their mythicals. September, man, that's not even that far away. I don't like faction wars on a good day, let alone have to get it done before September. Andy, not usually. Yeah, Hecaton, what a champ. What a champ. Like, if you had Hecaton and Tection, you pretty much wouldn't be able to die to a wave. Enfeeble plus Poison Cloud and Taunt. Ah, did they, Chief? Vibe Slime, I read that as a MAGA team. That's just like, now I've got them putting Trump into the Argonites faction, and I tell you what, I'm kind of up for that. Ah, welcome back, Steve. That's a good point, Andy. I didn't even... that actually didn't even enter my mind. I would assume they would have to do normal as well. There's a normal Sylvan Watchers, right? I don't think I ever even checked. Okay, there is. I'm like the most tunnel vision raid player at the moment. I've got my sights set on achieving like 3 or 4 different things. And like nothing else exists. I don't really watch any other CCs. I never know what's going on in terms of raid news. I see thumbnails on YouTube and that's pretty much where I get my information from. Like, I would love to support more CCs by watching their videos, but if I watch their videos, then I feel like I'm copying them when I make videos myself. So I try and stay away. Man, what's in the vape? China, probably. Oh, we are getting spanked by Poison Cloud. That's a little bit annoying. Oh, Toshiro just fucked himself in the eye. Oh, don't die again, thank you. Andy, yeah, that's what I assume would happen then, if that's the case. Yeah, that's kind of one of the reasons I'm not looking forward to them putting Argonite's Faction Wars in, because it just puts me that little bit further away from what's her name? Polara, the weird little mythical thing. So my next not tits, Jesus Christ. My next tips and tricks. Did I write it down? My little like secret notes of what's coming up next. Yeah, I'm doing a video on glyphs. Tips and tricks around using glyphs. There's not many people talk about it. There is more aside from that, but there'll be one about glyphs, and there'll be 2 long videos this week. Tomorrow night is going to be how to cleanse variable accessories. I'm still editing the video. That's like an hour and a half long. And then I'm going to go over every single blessing in another video. That'll probably be about an hour long. There'll be a glyphs, tips and tricks, and yeah, that's kind of it for now. That's about as far as I got. How did Mavara get provoked? Like 800 resistance. I'll tell you what, considering we've already spoken about Plarium caving into like community pressure, get rid of the 3%. Just in PvE, get rid of 3%. Keep it for PvP, fuck it, whatever. But get rid of the 3% in PvE. The amount of Chimera runs that I have to run just for the frickin' 3% thing. Going back to what I was saying about the most valuable resource in Raid being time, get it gone. Oh, good night, Mohammed. I'm jealous of the chicken and rice. I could really do with that right now. But thank you for joining, buddy. I like the sound of that. Mystery shards only, so the best you'll ever get is rares. I actually quite like the sound of that. It sounds like pain, but good pain. I think one of the most brutal challenges you could do for a free-to-play challenge now would just be to not use a new player promo link. Do it the old school way. One problem with all rares is I don't think you could one-key Nightmare Hydra. I actually don't think it would be possible. Considering I struggled to one-key Nightmare Hydra with epics only, and most of my epics are 6-star plus 4, that is not an easy fight. So what? Who said it? Paul Fab. Roddlebot, however you call it. I really like the sound of that, but I don't fully know exactly what it is. And yeah, Somic, that's so true. It's the resistance and accuracy. When I did my epics only, I think I reached I mean, I was about 3 million short of the key. So it's 36, so I got like 33 million. And that was pure pain. Yes, Rodobot, I did hear it's £10 or $10 per account. Now, if anyone can be bothered to type it out in chat, I don't mind if you don't. But something to do with plotting out Chimera runs or something. Like I say, I don't keep up to date with any news. Are we going to break 1 billion with this team? More sophisticated team preset. Interesting. I bet it doesn't work for Mac. Otherwise, I would probably be up that like a rat up a drain pipe. We might break 1 billion, maybe. We get a good decapitation run going. Oh, that's kind of cool. To be fair, that's kind of cool. Yeah, Andy, I remember that being a massive bottleneck for you. My phone doesn't like running long battles in Raid either. Like, not even a little bit. Where are we at? Opinion on Harima. I really like Harima actually in Faction Wars for Shadowkin, because her just existing on the team with that passive is very good against some of the waves. In terms of PvP, I think if you speed tuned a team up properly, probably still very valuable. If you go into a fight assuming that everyone's going to be in 9-piece Mercurial, so maybe put Harima like 3rd in the team order, then you could probably get some pretty good control out of her in a very kind of tanky, high accuracy style build. Because the provoke is pretty cool. So if you went like speed booster / lockout, and then into like a Marius triple hit to get rid of the Mercurial and or the Stone Skin. But I think the problem with a champion like Harima is she would work better if you were in a team of 5, not a team of 4. Because you've got to think what you would be willing to sacrifice to have Harima in the team. The logical one to sacrifice would be your damage dealer. But she's still very cool. But I think with all of the mechanics nowadays of like block passives, block actives, ignore defense, funky relic stuff. I think she's lost a little bit of value, but I still think she's a great champ. Okay, are we going to hit 1 billion? Not if Toshiro smacks that head. Ouch. Yep, as he smacks that head. Little asshole. And Mavara, don't revive Wukong. Good. Yeah, Andy, once you unlock, was it auto battles, it does change literally everything. I might not hit the 1 billion. Yeah, no more China vape. We've gone on to others. That's what we want. Toshiro, do more of that. Appreciate it, Andy. I normally wait till the end of stream, but I've got to get up really early tomorrow morning, so I thought, let's just start now. One Punch Man. Be kind of funky collab. Cool potential character models. Yeah, lots of characters. Oh, Paul, that's crazy. I've never considered like ramifications on that part. But as far as I'm aware, the only person that actually probably owns me is YouTube. I don't think ePire mind what I do. I remember once back many moons ago when I was about 20, so pretty much 20 years ago, and I was DJing for a living. I DJ'd at a Microsoft Office party, and when I showed up with a MacBook Pro, like the looks I got was just filthy and also very, very beautiful. Fire, see, there you go. Yeah, Andy, you can stay on. I'm not allowed to say it, probably, but I can just speak vicariously through you. Oh, we are counting, like, we are edging this 1 billion thing. One-dimensional, yes, but I'll be very intrigued to see Raid's interpretation of the art for that. Would he have no head, Andy? Or would it be pre-beheading? That could be his weapon, his own head on a stick. Oh, come on, get the billion. Come on, come on, come on. Just need 2 glorious smacks from Toshiro. Yep, that'll do. 992. To be fair, a lot of Game of Thrones would fit art-wise and theme-wise in the game. And would they put a dragon in under Lizardmen? Okay, we got the billion. Good. To be fair, Game of Thrones could have its own game. There's so many characters. Imagine Chucky. Good man, Chief. I still find it hilarious that the Trunda team, if I'm not mistaken, still holds the record for Hydra. Oh yeah, there is already a game, isn't it? I've not played it. Too much of a rabbit hole. Oh, goody. More accessories. That's actually good. That's also good. I don't need more. I'm just going to delete 5 stars. I never normally just delete 5s, but... Sacred Order, defense-based. Stone Skin Champion, probably not. Dwarves with resistance and accuracy is good. Lizardmen HP with defense and resistance. This is why we always have so many accessories. No speed. Bin. Only 1% stat. Bin. One thing I did get, which there will be a video coming on soon, I've just still kind of leveling up the champion. I got super lucky and pulled this guy and a 6-star soul. So there will be a video on this particular rare definitely soon. I think it all happened on the same day as well, after me moaning for about a month that I didn't have him. And we're nearly done with the masteries. Yeah, he is absolutely awesome. I haven't used him yet, but just judging on the kit, he's definitely awesome. But I'm going to absolutely yoke him out and see what he can do. Yeah, Galatea, that's... I don't think I have it. And I would quite like it. Yes, the one I don't have. I've got like 4 of them on my free-to-play. But I would like that champion. Yeah, it's worth a go though, Chief. Yeah, I'm sure I saw someone banging on about this chick hitting like Phoenix levels of hard. Probably because of the A1. Yeah, Savant, it was the same for me recently. Like, I think I got him, can't be more than about 4 or 5 days ago. Ringo? Nah. Take care, Lava. Enjoy your... Well, it's kind of probably coming on morning now, but thank you for joining. Yeah, I'm going to do a full video on this guy. I've just got to kind of think of something interesting to do with him. I might see if we can do a Fire Knight 10 hard. That could maybe be fun. I'd have to change the blessing. And yeah, Paul, the way they name champions in this game is wild. But yeah, maybe a 10 hard without newt. I'm just making life really difficult for myself now. Maybe not 10 on hard. Yeah, you know what? Maybe. To be fair, I would be intrigued with Varkos, and I don't see why it wouldn't work, but let's just quickly look at the passive. I assume his own passive can enable the other one's passive, because it doesn't specify anywhere that only one will activate. But yeah, Mavara, 2 Varkos, and maybe the Mythical in Dark Elves, Arakoa, could be really good fun. Because if you could double up on those attacks, then you could probably get away with not building them in crazy ignore defense. You could rely on the counter attacks to do all that for you. So you could go for really tanky, disgustingly hard to build, hard to kill, and then you'd probably have a somewhat immortal team if you could get Mavara fast enough. I've never used Blade Rider. I can't even remember what faction it is. It's this guy. No, I haven't used him, but I think I've built him on my free-to-play. Which one is it? What about the faction unity? Maybe that wouldn't work. Yeah, Lanicus is ally attack. Yep, Lanicus has got ally attack. That could work. So yeah, Mavara, Lanicus, and two Varkos. Because I think join in an ally's attack. Okay, yeah. Then in that case, yeah, you'd probably be looking at a lot of block revive. And because you've got the Mavara speed aura, which is arena, is it 28%? I don't see why that wouldn't work. That'd be pretty horrible. Obviously, the only thing that you'd have to contend with is Mercurial. And Lanicus only has a single target A1. Be good if she had a multi-hitter. Because Mavara is just single. So you'd have single target, and Varkos is 2 times, 4 times. If you're slowest or furthest back in the team order, Varkos was really, really damage focused, it would probably work. In fact, yes, I do think it would work. Guys, I am going to end the stream in a sec, simply because I've got to get up really early tomorrow. So, yeah, in the week, we've got a video about epics, which is coming out tomorrow. There'll be the long form variable set gear cleansing, long form blessings, and maybe I will run this little slithery dude for a video and see if I can come up with something funky to do for him as well. But yes, I'm going to call it there. Thank you all very much for joining. Please do the liking stream stuff because it helps, apparently. And yeah, thank you all for joining. Love you very long time. I'll leave you with some reggae, and yeah, I'll be back soon. If it's not crazy heat wave on Thursday, I will try and stream a bit earlier, but if it's too hot, I won't be able to. But yes, until next time, guys, peace.